I am Austin Hunt, better known to many as A-Game, a hip-hop artist slash poet slash writer from Newburgh, New York. I have been hip-hop director at the radio station here on campus at SUNY Oneonta for about a year and a half now. I started as soon as I actually became a DJ at the radio station. I was given the position because of my excessive work and knowledge in hip-hop, and it's also a passion. So passion is very evident, you know. When you're passionate about anything that you do, it's very evident. It comes off that you give that extra effort that is just so everybody can see it, no matter if they know what you're into or not. It's an energy that everybody can feel. So I've been a hip hop director at WONY 90.9 Red Dragon Radio here in Suco for about a year and a half now. You can hit me up on my twitter.com/it's A-Game baby. Let me know if you're listening. I'll shout you out. I'm taking hip hop and R&B requests all night. Got class, man. Class flow. On campus, besides being a full-time student like every other person, I've involved in the Poetry Club, Poetry Slam Association, which is a club that just works on people who like to write poetry. You know, a lot of people are shy. Not everybody is willing to get in front of a camera, get on a microphone in front of an audience. So it's an outlet for people to still share their art, because there's no good or bad art. So I'm involved in that, but I also am involved in trying to make the actual team that travels around the country, which is the Grand Slam that's coming up November 9th. So hopefully I can place in that. How could hate stem from something so loving? But that's just the stem. See, it's the roots that are the deepest when you grow something. Months feel like years, tissues conceal my tears. I know I never walk away, shit. It's only my nose running. But then again, what do I know? I was always told the wisest man knows he knows nothing. Maybe that explains why I can't give a reason for my actions. I know we're divided, but you're needed for my fraction. All desires eventually expire, but I know the difference between want and need. And one thing I'm sure of is the fact that I need you. After I started recording music junior year, like once again, I really got to shout out my boy Dylan Owen. It's funny because when we were growing up, he was very shy and he was always nasty. And I was like, yo, and he was a white kid and just like me, and he was like, you know, nah, like they're not gonna feel it. He never had confidence in himself. And that's the one thing I never lacked, ever, was confidence. So my first performances as far as performing hip hop music were with him. We ended up, our first big show, we went down to Pennsylvania to a place called the Crocodile Rock Cafe. And they have big rock acts, big hip hop acts, and we opened up for Asher Raw. And that was like my first taste of a real venue, real crowd, you know, real everything, you know, everything that could possibly go into a performance I wasn't even old enough to be nowhere near that bar. And I was performing for grown people and kids. My biggest show to this date with the biggest crowd, biggest performance was Bamboozle 2010. We did that. It was senior year. It was May. I was about to graduate. I knew I was coming to Oneonta for music and audio production and learning the industry. And I was so excited that, you know, at that point, it was at the point of no return. At that point, even whether it was a 30-minute set, whether it was one song with my boy, whether it was, you know, a little thing on TV, I was given the opportunity to be on campus at the television at the Wire Club, and you know, I got interviewed briefly, you know, simple questions, did one song. Even that, it's like I don't take it for granted. I take it as such a blessing, because if I could make 2 people out of 100 people go, wow, I like what he has to say, I like him, I accomplished something. There's no failure in that.